Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of KITAKUBU BAKO. We're actually here with our very first VTuber guest. This is actually really exciting because, when do you get to interact with a VTuber? But we are here with Kuragi Tutu. She is a VTuber on Twitch, and I believe you do a lot of drawings on social media as well, correct?
That is correct. Hello, welcome, everyone. Good evening. Yeah, nice to see you.
All right, so first of all, why Kuragi Tutu, the name, and then I understand that your concept is a jellyfish as well. Why a jellyfish?
Okay. Okay, let's start with the name.
Okay.
Cause the name Tutu, the two part actually came from the scientific name of the immortal jellyfish.
Oh,
It
really?
is
I didn't know that.
Castoria, and I just took the two part and then just made it Tutu. Cause when I first created Tutu, she's meant to be a simple character. A simple character with a simple name with like a very easy to understand personality. And as for the Kuragi part, actually comes from, I guess, her lore / story. The short version is Tutu is an immortal jellyfish that made a deal with a sea witch to come to the surface world. And when she did come to the surface world, she got adopted by a man by the name of Mr. Kuragi. Let's start that.
Oh, I did not know there was a lore like that. Okay, that's interesting.
Well, that's the lore I tell everyone. It's technically the short version. The long version is something else.
Okay. But like, I mean, I personally thought, oh, maybe you took the Japanese word of kurage, because kurage obviously in Japanese is jellyfish. So I thought that was the whole thing. But okay, there was a huge lore behind that. Did not know that.
That part of it is true, too. Some of it.
Okay, got it.
I just turned Kurage into Kuragi.
Got it. All right, so personally, I'm actually not that big into VTubers. I know VTubers here and there, but like this whole VTuber community, like how did you get into it, and what do you think about it today? Because I know it's been a few years since this whole VTuber thing became huge, but today, I mean, it's even bigger than anyone could expect. But yeah, like what got you into VTubing, and what do you think about the whole community right now?
Okay, let's start with what got me into VTubing. A little history would be that I first discovered VTubers through Kizna I.
Oh, okay. The very first one, right? Yeah, she's like the OG.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was like OG. I think this is back in 2014, before she reached 1 million subscribers. I started watching some of the videos through FNAF. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, okay.
Because it was that craze during that time too. And for me, I was just always very curious. Wait, how does her model work? Is she actually how does the whole mechanic behind her model works? And I just been wondering, wait, how does she like move like that? And then let's see. 2019 happened, and 2019 was an unforgettable year for everyone because of COVID.
Yeah, pandemic, yeah.
Yeah. When that time happened, I was just inside my house watching YouTube videos and playing Animal Crossing all day, non-stop. And YouTube started recommending me clips of VTubers from Hololive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ayame? I started watching videos related to her because she looked like Tomoe. Tomoe goes in from Faye.
Okay.
And I guess that's what got me into the rabbit hole in the first place. I just found these girls to be really endearing, and I kind of wanted to. I guess I was kind of inspired to want to be like them. In a sense.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but for me, for the longest time, I find streaming to be kind of intimidating because
Right.
I was always bad with technology. I'm like red with the whole cable and recording. I didn't know how to do a lot of things. I was always very slow. And one day I kind of stopped and told myself, if you keep on having these thoughts of saying you're not gonna do something, then of course you're not gonna achieve that goal.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically messaged a friend of mine during that time. I asked him in these exact same words, given my personality, do you think I can become a VTuber? And his answer was basically what determines the outcome. And he said
Okay.
yes. He said yes, and I should just give it a go. So that's how it all started for me. And let's see. I was I was too broke and too cheap to afford a VTuber model, so I just made one myself.
Oh
You
wow.
see this
Okay.
model music? Yeah, I made it myself.
Wow. Oh.
Tutu went through quite a lot of drafts and reworks and changes. People who follow me in the early days saw like Tutu's old design. It looks very different compared to this.
Wow. Okay. So you literally made your own model by yourself. I mean you designed it and then everything, like coding and everything. You did all that yourself.
Yep.
Wow. That's
Yeah, I did all that myself. I was drawing models. I was cutting, deleting a lot of layers as I was
wow.
going. Watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos on how to rig a VTuber model, and it's one of those learn as I go. When I realized I done goofed, I had this perfectionist mindset where I just scrapped the whole model and then scrapped all of us from scratch.
Wow, that's crazy. Like I mean, I don't know the whole process on that, but that just sounds insane because like I know VTuber models, they can range from like $100 to like thousands of dollars. I don't know exactly what the quality difference is, to be really honest with you, but like that's pretty impressive. Like that's really cool that you can do this yourself.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. This kind of model that I made has over, I say 200 layers. And I did end up cutting some corners while I was doing it just because, it's a lot of work.
But I mean, no, it looks great. So you have to be proud of the outcome of your model.
Thank you. I did start off with like half a body model, and then from there I tried to see what I can cut corners on. It's like, can I cut corners around here, or can I cut corners around here? And I realized with the eyes, mouth, and head, that's just like one of those things you just cannot cut corners on.
I see. Okay. That's okay. That's like good to know because like again, I don't know anything about again the VTuber model stuff, so that's actually something that I did not know about. So that's actually really interesting.
Even then, I say I'm not the best because I rigged this one with pretty amateur skills.
I mean, I mean, again, I'm not that into the rabbit hole of VTubers, but like what, like I've seen a couple like Hololive VTubers and Niji Sanji and stuff like that, but like to me it looks like it's at that quality, so like I honestly don't really see any difference between them and yours. I still think it's really, really impressive that you were able to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. But like, how long have you been streaming for, if you don't mind me asking? I actually did not look it up how long you've been streaming for, but
I've been streaming for 2 years.
Okay.
I try to do at least 3 times a week. But for me, streaming is mainly more of a hobby than anything.
Right.
Oh, back to the question that you asked earlier. I didn't answer it. How do I feel about VTubing community as a whole now? Well, I mean, it has evolved quite a lot compared to back to the before COVID. And you know how things are when things get popular, more eyes get,
Right.
they get put under a lot of different changes, and I'll be honest, I cannot keep up with what's going on in the community recently because I just realized if I want to keep up with the community, I had to watch a lot of drama channels and videos, and I'm not the type to like to engage in dramas, nor do I want to see what some things some people are up to.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's really
it's
crazy.
Very stressful in a way. So I just want to keep my life stress free. It's like, it's fine. I'm fine being like, uh, a little nobody in this corner.
But I mean, yeah, I get what you mean. There's just so much going on. Like, I mean, there's just so many VTubers that I don't even know that exist. I mean, like, for example, HoloLive. Like, I didn't even know a new batch of VTubers came out. I'm like, oh, like, when did they come out? Were they here the entire time? And now my friend, like, I think I forgot who it was. It's someone from HoloLive. I asked my friend, like, oh, I've never seen this character, or I've never seen this VTuber before. He's like, oh, she's been out for like 5 years. I'm like, really? Wow, I that's when you know, like, I'm just not that big of a VTuber fan.
Understandable. VTubing is not for everyone. It's alright if you're not into it. But do you have a favorite VTuber?
If I were to pick one, it'd be Hosho Marin from HoloLive. When I was streaming one time, my viewers were like, "Hey, watch this clip of this VTuber," and then it just made me really laugh because she's like this, like, she acts like an old man, you know. So like, and I just found that really funny. So like, if I were to choose a VTuber, it'd probably be her because she made me laugh the most.
Yeah, I get that. I have a lot of respect for her for being unhinged.
Yeah, she's very unhinged.
I don't think if I can be as unhinged as her, but it's like the fact that you can be like that online, you have my respect.
Yeah, it's fun at times, but like I don't watch the streams, like, so I don't know what she's doing now. But okay.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
Especially when there's more VTubers coming out, it's hard to pick or keep up with everyone.
Oh yeah.
Even I cannot keep up with the ones I like.
Yeah. Okay. So, putting VTubing aside a little bit, what really surprised me about you when I was doing research on you before this interview, I found out that you're the one that does the drawings for the Castoria, the little Castoria chibi comics, right?
Oh yeah, I think that's what I'm mainly known for.
Yeah,
on Reddit and on Twitter.
I did not know that at all. Like, I've seen those comics before on like Facebook groups, Reddit, Discord, and on Twitter, of course. But I did not know it was you. I literally found out like a couple days ago. I'm like, wait, is this actually her? I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know that. So that really surprised me. I mean, you're really known in the FGO community for drawing those really cute Castoria comics.
Huh. I'm glad that's what I'm known for, because I love Castoria. I adore this girl. She's my favorite servant.
Right, I mean, obviously, right? So like, how'd you get into Fate, if you don't mind me asking that?
Do you want the short version or the long version? Because it's there's a lot going on in the long version.
Let's go with the long version. I actually want to hear, because I'm always intrigued to hear how people get into Fate, because it's usually the same stuff, but there are times where we're like, oh wow, this is actually really interesting. So yeah, I definitely want to hear the long version.
Okay, because the short version is, I was gonna say, Saber in a suit.
Oh, Phase Zero?
Yeah, so the long version is back in 2013, Attack on Titan Season 1 just ended, and that left a huge hole in my heart. I was feeling empty. I didn't know what to do, and so I went to find what is the next big thing to watch. So I started visiting a lot of anime forums, trying to see what people will recommend checking out, and from there I just started watching a whole bunch of anime. I remember watching SAO after Attack on Titan, and I was very underwhelmed and disappointed with the first season. But then I watched Log Horizon Season 1, and I really enjoyed that. And then everything changed when I saw an image of Saber in a suit.
Okay.
I just thought, wait, who is she? She's really hot. What anime is she from? I'm very interested in her.
Okay.
And doing some research, I found out, okay, so her name is Saber, and she's from the Fate franchise, which I heard about, but I never uh, thought about watching it just because I keep on hearing it's confusing or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not confusing. I don't know why people think that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get confused is because just like how many Fate animes and like spin-offs there are. I think that's why people say it's confusing. But go on. Sorry.
Yeah. And I searched up the watch order, and the general consensus during that time was watch Things version Fate Stay Night, and then watch Fate Zero. And so that's what I did. I watched Things version of Fate Stay Night, and a lot of people say this is bad, but I was like, but it's perfectly serviceable as an introduction to the Fate franchise.
Which is true. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the animation is not the best, but you also have to realize that came out like back in 2006. Of course, it's not gonna look the best compared to some of the stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoy the story. And by the end of it, I was left crying when Saber disappeared. I was so sad. So from there, I decided, alright, let's go watch Fate Zero, because it's a prequel, but it also has some elements that spoils Stay Night.
Right.
And so I watched it, and I really like seeing Saber in the suit.
Mm-hmm.
She just looks really, really good.
So you specifically like that Saber, right? Like, do you like Saber Lancer, the Camelot Saber, or is it just specifically Fate Stay Night Saber?
Oh, I love all of them. I love all of the Sabers. Yeah,
okay.
I'm a Saber face simp. I own every single version of her.
Okay.
But the one in Phase Zero, her in the suit, she just looks really, really good. And so I finished Phase Zero. That left me feeling even worse. I have this giant hole in my heart that even Attack on Titan cannot fill. I just got really sad and depressed. I was like, no!
Yeah.
And then this is when I heard, oh wait, Ufotable is coming out with their own version of Fate adaptation. Unlimited Blade Works.
Right.
So I watched that one. And when season 1 ended, I was devastated. How can you leave me with a cliffhanger like this? How can you just let Caster take Saber away like that?
And
so I got impatient. I went to read the visual novel. I went and Googled. I YouTube Fate Stay Night visual novel playthroughs. I watched all 3 routes. And I was like, okay, I'm prepared for season 2 now. Season 2, Unlimited Blade Works came out. I watched it, enjoyed it, and then once it ended, I just got really sad again. I was just like, no! How can you just end it like that? I want more! And that's when I heard about Fate Grand Order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I believe this was a little bit before Fate Grand Order was released in 2015. I just started paying attention to the development of it. Like, it was a rough development.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you play JP or do you play both versions? I can't remember.
I played both versions, both NA and JP.
Got it. Okay.
Before I started playing Fate Grand Order, I was what was I doing? Oh yeah, so I was just trying to get into other Type Moon media. I got really into Kano Kyokai.
Okay.
Garden of Sinner. And then I got into Fate Hollow Ataraxia. And then I just got really interested in the whole Servants Holy Grail War. So I tried to find other spin-offs related to it. So that's how I discovered Fate Extra CCC.
Okay.
But I only found really rough translations.
Right.
Yeah, during the timeline. And then 2016. Oh, I forgot to mention. But before playing gacha games, I was really heavy into the card games.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, yeah. I play Magic, The Gathering, Pokemon, Vanguard, and Yu-Gi-Oh! At one point.
Oh, okay.
So in 2016, 2016 when I was hanging out with my card game friend group. I actually met I guess I got someone who I kind of refer to as senpai inside my head. And for a mutual, I met a senpai, and a senpai basically taught me how to get FGO onto my phone. Because, I live in America. This is before NA was even a thing. I didn't even know if I could even play this game. So, trained me really wanting to get Saber, and I just having some free time during that time period. I started playing Fate Grand Order JP. This is around when Merlin was released and Solomon happened.
Oh, okay. Got it. So basically you started FGO like a few years after it released then, correct?
1 year after JP was released, and then
Okay. Got
and
it.
then I went to Reddit surfing for story translations, and that was how I read Camelot and Babylonia the first time.
Okay.
Even though the translation was a little bit rough, but I was like, oh my god, I love this.
I see. Okay, that's really... Oh yeah, sorry, go ahead. I apologize.
And then I just kind of spiraled out of control when NA came out, and I told myself not to spend money, but I spent money just because I really wanted Saber.
Yeah, it makes sense. You gotta spend the money.
I didn't get Saber, I got Salsa instead, and I count that as a win.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a win.
Yeah, so from NA, I just started saving quartz, trying to get every single Saber face I can get my hands on.
That's awesome. So, okay, then, other than FGO, do you play any other games? I think I saw you play the new game, Wuthering Waves, right?
Yes. Aside from FGO, I actually play quite a lot of other gacha games too. Let's see, Arknights, Honkai Impact 3rd, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, Wuthering Waves. There's also a couple of other ones that I long dropped. Like Fire Emblem Hero, let's see. Talking Rumble.
Talking Rumble had a gacha game?
Yeah.
Oh, the browser. Are you talking the browser game? Are you talking about that one? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Game. Got it. Okay.
So Talking Rumble.
Got it. I mean, actually, going back a little bit, you talked about card games, right? So personally, I'm actually a card game myself. I play card games all the time. Have you heard of the card game Weishorts?
Yeah, I heard of it. I tried to get into it, but I keep on getting confused and miss my timing on the card effects.
I see.
And it doesn't help that the set I was really invested and interested in during the time got screwed over by Bushiro really, really badly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, because like Weishorts has a lot of Fate cards, Fate Zero cards, and they're actually releasing a Fate Zero bundle soon. It's like all the cards are gonna be like foiled out and everything like that. I think it was on a very pricey site. I can't remember exactly how much, but yeah, they're releasing like this Fate Zero bundle soon.
That's good, because I also bought the Phase Zero set out of curiosity, and this is back then, like early Weishorts days where the cards were not foiled, or only a couple of cards are foiled. So it's good to see like they went back and gave Phase Zero the love it deserves.
Actually, I'm not sure about the. Are you talking about English or JP?
I'm talking about the English side.
Oh, okay.
JP side's quite different.
I can't remember if the English one did the same, but in the JP side, the Fate Zero set had foil cards and non-foil cards for all the cards. So I'm not sure if the English one did that. I can't remember. But okay. Yeah. Got it. Like I just thought maybe you might want to collect Saber cards from Weishorts, so that's why I brought that up.
Oh, that's good. To know, I really did try to give Weishorts a go. My brain was too small to understand the mechanics.
It's okay. It's just put card down and tap sideways. That's it. That's all Weishorts is.
That's also like some other card games I
yeah,
play.
true.
I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I gave up.
Oh yeah, I gave up on
The
Yu-Gi-Oh too.
game,
Is a completely different story.
yeah, game evolved to a point where it's not about you winning. It's about not. It's about locking your opponents and preventing them from doing anything.
True.
So it's no longer fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yu-Gi-Oh is just too much for me.
I really enjoy the X, Y, and Z era. Yeah, I really
Oh, yeah.
playing. I really enjoy playing trap tricks.
Okay.
Yeah. They did support the archetype, but the cards are. It's alright.
I mean, yeah, I personally like the card art for the trap tricks. I thought that they were really nice designs.
Yeah, I love the fact that they are based off of carnivorous plants. I just think they're neat.
Yeah. I mean, talking about art, is there like any artists that you like look up to by any chance?
Let's see, Paco Sensei.
Paco,
I really admire Paco Sensei.
Mhm.
Yeah, Paco, Redrop,
Okay.
Water Arco. Yeah, you know the
Basically,
big
all the people that did Fate. I see. Okay.
Well, yeah, they come up with really pretty art.
Mhm.
Oh, speaking of pretty art, that's also how I first got into Coffee Vanguard.
Mm.
Yeah, do you play Vanguard or heard of it?
I used to play Vanguard. To be super honest with you, I actually worked for the company a little bit.
Oh, Bushido?
Yeah, I used to work for them a little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the card game just because the art for that card game was insanely detailed.
It is, yeah.
And yeah. And this little archetype called Bermuda Triangle. Well,
Yeah,
it's called Lyrical
the mermaid. Yeah,
Monasterium
yeah,
now.
the mermaids. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I basically mained that whole entire clan. I play every single archetype, even though that clan costs so much money. Every single time I pulled a SP card, I immediately sold it.
Oh wow. You don't keep it.
I don't keep it. I immediately sold it just because those cards were worth a lot, and I know there are people that will hunt them down.
Yeah, like
So I'm fine with just my regular triple rares and awesome.
Yeah, like surprisingly, like nowadays, like before, I don't think Vanguard was that expensive. It was like super affordable back in the day. But I think ever since COVID happened and the card the card collecting community got a huge boost. Like whether it's like sports cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, White Shorts, Vanguard, like literally any card game, like all the prices just like went up in price because collectors started grading the cards, you know. Yeah, I think that's one of the main reasons why those cards are super expensive, because I think
Actually,
wait, I'm sorry, doesn't Vanguard do like some kind of like numbering system now, like, oh, this is number out of like 100 or something like that?
I think they started doing that before too, during the V era with one of the Shadow Paladin cards.
Oh, did they? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, Vanguard cards, they were actually already pretty expensive, like between 2015 and 2016.
Were they?
It's just yeah. It's just that near the end of G era, the market basically started fluctuating very much depending on the V era, and the V era was it was suddenly something. That area was like, it started off slow, but then started power creeping the game so much.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Like, I you know, it might be because like where I'm from, like even though Vanguard is played and there's still a pretty big community here, where I'm from, but not a lot of people really look into like how do I say? Not a lot of shops here in where I'm from don't sell a lot of Vanguard singles, unfortunately. So I thought maybe because of that prices would go down, but I guess that's the opposite, huh? Okay.
Especially with Lyrical Monasterium, the SP cards, they can go to an insane number.
I know trigger cards and shield cards can go super expensive too, right?
I'm not too sure about that one. I have admit I haven't been playing Vanguard in the last couple of years.
Oh, okay.
Well, last 3 years.
No,
and
yeah.
because I Maybe because money became a little tight.
Yeah, because I remember because like my friends that play Vanguard, they're like, dude, this trigger is like $80. I'm like, what? Why? It's a trigger. Isn't this like necessary? Because it's necessary. You can only play one, and it's hard to get. That's why it's like $80. I'm like, that's insane. Like, just
I mean,
if you're missing that one card, your deck is not playable, basically.
I remember when this stand trigger in Bermuda Triangle, her name is Crook. She was a 10-cent card, but then the last set for the G era came out, Crook skyrocketed from 10 cents to being a $15 card.
That's insane. Like, you can never tell what the market's gonna do. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then Bushido hit the card and and went on ban list.
Oh no, really? I didn't know that.
Well, it didn't go on the ban list. They hit it first to make it so you can only play one per deck.
Okay. Well, that's really cool. I didn't know you were into card games like that. That's really awesome. Like it's really great. It's always really fun to talk to a fellow card game player. So.
Thank you. I also used to play Pokemon, but then they started power creeping the game to an insane degree, so I kind of just stopped. And then now I'm just collecting Pokemon that I like.
Yeah, I collect too, but I recently I've been playing a lot. I'm debating if I really want to get into like the whole what do you call it, the competitive scene right now. But I actually recently just went to my first regional in a long time. Super fun.
Super fun, right?
Yeah.
I haven't went to a regional in a while. Well, okay, that's not right. I just haven't gone to a car shop in a while.
Oh, okay. All right. Actually, going back to the whole streaming thing, I think during earlier this week, I was actually watching, or not, was it earlier this week? I can't remember. But one time I was just watching your stream for just again to understand you a little bit more. I noticed that you put like bars over you. What's the whole story behind that?
I gave my chat the option to send me to jail.
Okay.
And they do it every single stream. Every single time I stream, even before the stream began, I get locked behind bars. And every single time, it's only for 15 minutes, but the moment I leave jail, they send me back in jail.
So, like, when they do, like, specifically, like, if they comment something, the bar appear, or?
Nope, that is just chat being mean to me.
Got it.
They like to bully me.
That's kind of funny. That's fun. Like that's really cool. Like that's a way that you can interact with your with chat. That's really fun.
Chat keep on saying it's because I'm too horny. I don't know what they're talking about. My chat's lying.
Okay. That's
listen to what my chat had to say. They're all liars.
But that's a really fun concept. I actually like streamers that do that. Like, you know how they find fun ways to interact with chat. I think that's always really creative.
Yeah, it's a nice way letting chat do whatever they want, but they tend to go overboard. I give them the option to lock you in jail, and they would do it. I'm being bullied left and right, but it's alright. I still like you guys.
So
it's alright, chat.
Going back to your comic series, so you started. I was looking at your Instagram account, and it looks like you've always started drawing with Castoria. Did you start that comic series when Castoria released in JP, or?
In the beginning, it was just random standalone Castoria artwork where she just says a nice message for the day. And then I just started making small comics with her, and then I realized the algorithm just favors comics over random standalone drawings.
Oh, okay.
And so I just started leaning more towards comics. And then when Tonalico got released, I just been leaning really heavy to comics. Whenever Tonalico appears in like one of my drawings, it will always be on the comic.
Oh, okay.
And the general idea for the comics, according to Reddit, is that I make Castoria suffer for a reason.
Okay.
Even though there are plenty of comics where she's happy and smiling.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean
I fully had too much.
that's
I
kind of
fully
that's kind of the meme, right, for Saber a little bit. So kind of, I think a lot of people like that. They like the little bully, Castoria thing because or Saber thing because it's just cute and it's just fun, you know.
Oh,
Okay.
but I need to get something straight. Like, while Castoria is my favorite servant, she is not my waifu. My waifu is Morgan. I like Morgan.
Wow, that came out of left field. Like, what happened? Like,
I
oh,
need
it's like I fell in love with Saber in a suit. I've always wanted Saber. Oh wait, I like Morgan though.
uh,
But I
no,
understand. I like
Saber
Morgan
is
too. I understand.
okay. Saber is like is really nice. I love her and her whole story. I found her to be very beautifully tragic,
Hmm.
but she was never my type. And then they came out with
What?
Morgan, and then that's when I realized, oh, I like this one more. You know that Toy Story meme where Andy basically let go of Woody was like, with the whole "I don't want to play with you."
Yeah. What I'm seeing right now is that other meme where the guy and his girlfriend and he's looking at the other girl. That's what I'm seeing right now.
Oh, that one. I still really do like Saber, but I don't see her as a waifu. Morgan though.
The betrayal
Morgan.
instantly.
Uh,
You know that you know
I
what
want her to dominate me.
you know.
Like, I envy the throne she sits on whenever she uses her MP. I was like, I wish I was that throne!
I was not expecting this conversation to go that route, but okay.
It's fine, we're both Faye fans. Faye fans are unhinged. But, like, but I am loyal to Morgan, I swear. I only have eyes for Morgan. I have a fully maxed out Morgan.
What happened to Saber? We were just having all this conversation on Saber and Castoria, and all of a sudden Morgan.
Well, both Saber and Castoria.
I'll give it to you because she does look like Saber and Castoria. I'll give that, but like, yeah, that just came out of left field. So that's funny.
Time passes and people change. I just realized my preference is just different.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue with that. So.
What about you? I'm sure you have like plenty of waifus that you like over the years, right?
I mean, of course, yeah, definitely. I mean, when it comes, like, to be super honest, when it comes to Fate, I never really had that specific character that I really liked. Like, I was like, oh, maybe I like Medusa, maybe I like Rin, maybe I like Sakura. I don't know, right? I didn't really.
Antoinette.
Oh, I mean, I'm getting there. Like, so I didn't really have this favorite servant at all. Then FGO comes out, and then the first summer event comes out, and then obviously, you know, swimsuit servant. Everyone likes swimsuits, right? And I was like looking at all the swimsuit servants, like, oh, you know, they're cool designs and everything like that. And then Marie Antoinette, her attack animations was volleyball. I actually played volleyball in school, and I enjoy volleyball. Volleyball is actually one of my favorite sports. And I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And then I started to understand Marie a little bit more, and like, you know what, she's actually really cute. And I'm like, you know what, maybe Marie Antoinette might actually be my favorite servant, and that's how Marie Antoinette became my favorite Fate waifu, I guess you can say.
How do you feel about her altar?
I was super happy when it came out. Like, I'm not sure if you saw the video of me going crazy, but yeah, I was super.
I saw.
I was super excited
I saw.
about it. I mean, I don't think any other servant has been. I don't think any other servant in FGO got the treatment that Marie Antoinette got. If that makes sense. Like the artwork during the whole chapter, like, you go on a date with her, she looks at you, like, no one has ever had that treatment other than Marie Antoinette, and I can say that proudly.
What about Delta? In the same chapter, don't you go on a date with her? She got to CG and all that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I mean, Marie Antoinette got a lot more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Marie Antoinette got a lot more than J. Alter.
For me, my feelings for Marie has always been kind of neutral, because when I learned about her do history class, I was basically exposed to like some of the messed up stuff that she
Oh yeah,
did.
her real history,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah. It wasn't until like I got into Fate that I realized, wait, some of the stuff I learned in school was wrong. My teachers, they lied to me about some of these things. Like she never say the whole if they don't have bread, let them eat cake. She never said that. And she
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was changed up a little bit, but she said something around the lines, you know.
yeah, it was a lot of French propaganda, and there was just a lot of hate towards her because
Oh, of
she was
course.
basically made to be the scapegoat, so that people would hate her more than the king, even though the king did done goof quite a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I think they both did, honestly. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, personally, I obviously I'm not really a big fan of the real Marie Antoinette. I enjoy the Fate Marie Antoinette.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I mean, other than Fate, I mean, obviously I have a lot of different favorite characters that I like outside of Fate. But yeah, for Fate, it's Marie Antoinette. But if
When
I
I
would,
saw her
yeah.
altar, I just went, she's hot. I just went, oh, she's hot.
Yeah, like I mean, there are other servants that I really like. There's Suzuka Gozen. There's what's her name again? Crap. Morgan, of course. Bargus. Like, yeah, I mean, there are of course other servants that I also like. Yeah, I really like this servant as well. So, like, for me, it's Marie Antoinette, Bargus, and Suzuka Golden. That's actually my top 3 waifus in FGO.
My top 3 is very obvious.
Castoria,
But
Saber, Morgan, right?
oh, no. The order is wrong. It's Morgan.
Oh,
Second place is Castoria.
I'm sorry, Morgan.
And then third place is actually Okita.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really like her upbeat, energetic personality, and Fate Type Redline is just amazing to read right now.
I'm actually really behind on that right now. I gotta catch up.
I was like, damn, the art for this is insane. The details that goes into the hair, the clothes, and the expressions, like, wow.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, whoever decided to like, hey, let's make this manga, like, yeah, they definitely need to get a raise or something like that. Like, they need a lot of praise.
Yeah, I was just staring at some of the panels, and it just went, my god, I don't think I could ever produce something like this in my lifetime.
Yeah, just imagine, like, it went from a gag manga to like a really serious manga. That's pretty crazy. Yeah.
I hope it gets like an adaptation of some kind.
Yeah, I agree. I would hope that gets it. I think it's actually a really fun manga series.
I also hope Fate Samurai Remnant can get like an adaptation of some kind too.
Yeah. Like, you're talking about Shimoso or?
Fate Samurai Remnant, the one with
Samurai Remnant. Oh,
yeah.
okay. You know, honestly, I feel like it will because of how good of a positive feedback they've gotten from it. So, I wouldn't be too surprised. Like, just maybe give it like another 2 or 3 years.
I hope so. I just really like Saber. I just really want to see more of the Saber from that one.
Okay.
That Saber is also really cute. And I really like the bad ending for that game. It was very heartbreaking.
Yeah, I if they're making an anime adaptation, I wonder which ending they're gonna go with. That's the question.
Probably the good ending, but like I consider the bad ending to be like the true canon ending.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to see what happens if they ever do it. But okay. So we are going a little bit over what I said earlier, but I deeply apologize for that. Again, I understand that it's late on your side. But yeah, I mean, again, thank you for coming on. I really enjoyed this conversation. Definitely would like to talk to you a little bit more in the future because again, I think you know, you playing card games is really cool. Obviously, talking about Fate. I mean, other than Fate, do you have anything else you like by any chance, if you don't mind me asking?
Let's see. Aside from you're talking about hobbies in general or like
Yeah,
franchises?
yeah, or just in general. And what other like franchises you like, or whatever hobbies you have.
Hobby wise, I do art a lot.
Right.
Uh, Aside from art, I'm really good at cooking and cleaning.
Okay.
Coming from a conservative family household, a very traditional, I'm just good doing cooking, cleaning, household work, and all that. I can even file taxes for you if you want.
Okay. Yeah.
Aside that, anime in general. I love talking about I love talking about manga, anime, some of the stuff that I read recently. Have you heard the anime Apothecary Diary from last season?
Yes,
I really love that one.
yeah, that anime is amazing.
Yeah. I love Mao Mao and her I don't give a fuck attitude.
Yeah, I've been meaning to pick up the light novel soon. Like I was actually reading the manga, one of the mangas, but unfortunately I think one of the manga artists, one of them got got in a little trouble. Yeah, it's so sad.
Yeah,
so like I'm hoping it doesn't get canceled, but at the same time I don't know.
It's uncertain, but if you want my honest recommendation, I say go read the light novel because I read it. The anime only covers the first 2 volumes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
The manga is kind of like around volume 3 going into volume 4.
Got it. Okay. I didn't know that. Wow, only 2 volumes? That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't wait for season 2.
Yeah, they can't wait for that as well. But okay, once again, thank you very much for coming on. Really appreciate it. So Tutu's links are going to be down below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. You don't have a YouTube channel, right?
I don't, but I have been thinking about making one just so I can like leave clips there.
Okay, got it.
You know, stream my gacha rolls so you guys can enjoy my salt.
But okay, got it. Well, all her SNS links are going to be down below for you guys to check out, to give her a follow, a subscribe. Is there anything else you want the viewers to know a little about you, or what else you can like where else they can find you by any chance, or?
I'm mostly active over on Twitch and Twitter. I'm happy to like welcome and talk to anyone that whenever I stream. Also, my commission is open if anyone's interested.
Oh, okay. You do commissions. I didn't know you do commissions. Okay.
Yeah, I do commissions on the side. I'm happy to draw whatever character I can, like that's within my ability.
I got it. Okay. Yeah, I actually haven't really looked at any of your. I've only seen your comic series. I haven't really seen any other artwork from you. So yeah, I'll definitely take a look, and I hope to see some other comics too, if you're ever willing to do that. But okay. Once again, thank you for coming on. Again, for those who want to see Tutu, all her links are down below. If you guys liked the episode, it'd be really cool if you guys give it a like. Comments down below if you guys want to see someone that you want to see on this show. And yeah, that'll be it. Thanks for watching. Bye.